Hello, everyone. My name is Rukayat Bello, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Register. We are currently located in Lagos, Nigeria. So, Register is an inclusive digital platform that provides quick, easy, and simple access to financial services for the unbanked and micro businesses in remote locations across Africa. So, I'm happy to be part of the Business Growth Initiative for Startup in partnership with Just for Women Africa.
What inspired the creation of Register, and what gap did you see in Africa's financial ecosystem that you wanted to fix?
I started Register because of the story of my mother. Some years ago, she was not able to access finance because she lost all her stocks, to an inferno. So my mom was not able to get access to financial services, even though we were trying to get the finance for her. And because she was geographically disadvantaged, she had no credit history, no bank account, and no valid ID card. Because of these, our business failed. It was actually a very difficult time for the family to survive. And for the first time ever, I saw my mom crying. And that was when I conceived this idea that if my mom is not able to get access to financial services, how much more over 600 million people in Africa that have no access to financial services? And that was how we started Register in 2021. So in Africa, the gap is there. So about 600 million people are still not able to access financial services, which is leading to over 500 million USD, in terms of the target market. So Register is trying to fill the market, by providing solutions to these people, at least 5% of these people in the next couple of years to come, maybe 2030, so that we can be able to, service over 2 million people. Currently, we have over 23,000 customers on our platform, and by 2030, we are looking forward to service over 2 million people so that we can reduce the lack of access to financial services in Africa.
Register described itself as a beacon of hope for the unbanked. How do you define financial inclusion in your own terms?
Financial inclusion, for Register, aside from the fact that we know financial inclusion to be, some people they define financial inclusion as payment and every other thing. But for Register, financial inclusion starts from account opening. So these people that we are targeting, they don't have account number. Majority of our customers. So it was when we started Register, I noticed people don't have bank accounts. So it starts from having a bank account, having access to financial services, like, they should be able to save. We also know that so many of these customers wanted to save, but they don't have trusted partner for them to save with. So they also need to save. So savings is also part of financial inclusion. And to capital, I would say access to financial services like loans and some other digital financial tools. So our customers do not have access to financial services. And if we want to define financial inclusion, it also needs to start from loan. Aside account opening, savings, loan is also part of it. So that's the definition in Register.
What are some of the key challenges you have encountered when reaching undeserved communities?
Okay, I would say lack of trust. When we started Register, because of trust, it was actually very difficult for us to enter into new markets. So because of that, we decided to start in the community where I was brought and bred. So we started from Orile Igomu, to be precise. That was when I was born and bred. So when people started noticing us, we started getting the referrals to go into new markets. So we are able to capture, different markets for the fact that we are getting, referrals from people who already trust us. But I would say trust is actually one of the major challenges we face, entering the people at the bottom of the pyramid.
Can you walk us through how Register online banking and business loan services work for micro business owners?
First of all, aside we do community banking, agency based platform. That's what we run on. So we need to get an agent, and an agent needs to have a BVN and a smartphone. So the agent is there for going to download our mobile app. If we are satisfied with the agents after doing our due diligence and KYC for the agent and the guarantor, then the agent can open an account for customers. So the agent, after downloading our mobile app, can open account for customers in less than 1 minute, and can also accept deposits, on behalf of customers as well in less than 10 seconds. So the agent can as well, apply for loan in less than 1 minute, and the customers get loan in less than 5 minutes by the time everything is done. So because is a community banking, the agent in community A is not allowed to give loans to community people in community B. So if I'm an agent in community A, so it is assumed that I know over 80% of the people in community A. So which is going to enable me have good portfolio. So I am therefore going to meet people, in my locality, to tell them about register. And because it's a loan company, so many people would want to key in. Of course, they need, access to funding. So many people want to get, funding. So the agent will therefore go to tell them, so we accept deposit, then we also give loans. So in 1 or 2 minutes, the agent can register the customer. The guarantor is also not far from the customer, probably the person sitting next to the customer. The agent can also do the same in less than 1 minute. Even if the customers does not have anything with them, let's say the utility bill or the national identification number card, that's NIN card. So the agent can still open account for them, like the tier one. And when they now have all these documents, the agent can now upgrade them. So if they don't have anything, they can still have access, up to 50,000 naira. So immediately by the time we see that they have stock. So this is something that is actually not far-fetched, and is something that is very simple. So after disbursing to that customer, so the customer will give them a moratorium of a day. Then the following day, they start paying back either through their wallet. The agent generates wallet number, that's account number for them, or they pay cash to the agent. But I can say when we started initially, over 100% of our model was cash. But now that we are introducing financial inclusion fintech to our customers, 50% of our customers are now embracing technology. So they prefer to transfer the money by themselves or go to the nearby POS agent and send their daily repayment into.
Tell us about your agents network. How do you train local ambassadors, and what role do they play in expanding your mission?
We normally have training every Monday and Thursday. But for a new agent, so we train them for a minimum period of 2 weeks before they are able to disburse loan to any customers. So we have their branch managers, we have supervisors who are currently in charge of training new agents. So if we are able to get any new agents today, before the person can start disbursing, we train them for good 2 weeks before you can start disbursing. And while on training, we also give them assignments. Probably today we taught them how to open accounts, how to talk to customers, how to get the money back. So we give them assignment to say, go to your community and open at least 2 accounts. So whatsoever thing they're able to bring, that's how we kill, we train, we groom them. Then after the 2 weeks, if we are satisfied that they can disburse, that's where we can allow them disburse loans. And then there'll be an instrumental growth to the development of register, in the sense that there are some markets that we are not in, that and we can't go into without partnerships. So because these agents have been with us for a while now, so we try to send 1 or 2 of them to any community or any state. So they study the community very well and they start giving out loans. And that's how we've been penetrating to new markets.
What makes your platform different from traditional banks or fintech competitors?
I like to answer this question. Aside from the fact that we are a fintech company, we know traditional banks to be very slow. They are very bureaucratic in their processes. Our customers, majority of them are used to, whenever they want to get loan from any traditional bank, they delay them, like 2 weeks, 1 month. And when they see that we disburse a loan immediately, they tend not to believe, to say, how are people doing it? So I would say that we are very fast, we are very quick, and we are very simple. So we are known as QES, Cash Bank, quick, easy, and simple bank. We don't waste time. We are very, very fast when it comes to our processes, unlike our counterfeits or the traditional banks, who are very, very rigid in their processes, and they are very, very slow. It takes most of the banks, up to 2 weeks or more to disburse to a particular customer. But right in front of the customer, if the agent is proactive, the customer gets the money immediately. As I'm talking to you, we have risk managers who are accessing the loans the agents are bringing, and they are disbursing on the immediate. That's number one. We also focus on the grassroots people. There are some microfinance banks that are actually not targeting the people at the bottom of the pyramid, but that's the primary reason why microfinance banks are being bettered. They are trying to compete with commercial banks, giving out big loans. You see them disbursing 50 million, 100 million, right? So if you look at them, they are not really, really doing what they are expected of doing. But we in Register, we focus on the grassroots people. So we disburse as low as 20,000 naira, as low as 30,000 naira. That's for now. There's another beautiful thing about Register is the fact that all our loan products are targeted in accordance with the United Nations SDGs. So we want our company to be like a market hub for the underserved people. So what do I mean? We want whenever our customers are trying to think about what they eat, they should think about Register. And that's why we've been able to have a product called Zero Hunger, whereby our customers get grains, especially rice, either for resale or for consumption. We also have a product called School Fees Made Simple, where we pay for our customer child or children, as the case may be. We also have asset financing, where we buy them equipment of their choices, and we also pay for shop rent loan. So all of these things put together, they are like butter and bread, dairy and granules, something they can't do without, something that whenever they think of, oh, I have this problem, the only company that can help them solve it is Register. So we are actually very different in terms of that. Then we're also different in terms of our technology. We have a well-detailed technology and a sophisticated technology that enable us to monitor what the agents and the customers are doing. So I can log into the dashboard now to see the customers that are not paying very well. That way I'll be able to link the customer to the agent to know how to tackle that problem. Aside from that, we've been able to, build our system in a way that we have AI that can help us monitor customer credit history and credit score. If customer has certain amount of credit score, they won't be able to get loan from us. And if they have certain amount, they would be. So our credit, our AI and machine learning has been trained in a way that we know the market to go and not to go, and we know the amount to give customers, and we've been able to categorize customers, even if they don't really have the documentation needed in banking. If they have the minimum, we can be able to profile them to tier one and so many more.
Are there any partnerships or collaborations that have been instrumental in your success?
Oh, we have so many of them, and one of them is with sports, BGIS. So they've been very instrumental to the growth of the company. They are currently helping us with branding and visibility. They're also helping us in terms of customer service and awareness. So I think we are grateful for that platform.
You mentioned you have 23,000 customers. What has that growth journey been like?
I would say it's not a day job. It's not been easy, but we keep going. So it's always difficult, trying to scale. But I know with the help of a company like Sports and every other stakeholder in Register, so we keep going. Yeah.
What's next for Register? Are there plans for expansion into new countries or services?
Yeah, so by 2026, we want to be everywhere in Nigeria. Currently, we are in 8 states, so we have 28 more states to go. So after funding, so we want to be everywhere in the 36 states. And by 2027, we are coming to see you in Ghana. So watch out for us in Ghana and other African countries.
What has been your biggest lesson as a founder or leader in this space?
Is to hold on to your business. I understand the fact that you want to give equity, you want to get this, but you need to believe in yourself. So when we were starting, we had so many investors that didn't believe in us, but now today they are proud of us. So I would say that you need to first believe in your business. Do not listen to negative, words. Do not listen to naysayers. We have so many people telling us, "Oh, you are not doing this. Definitely, you are not a business," and now we are doing it and even superseding. We have so many investors that will tell us, you are not doing 10 million in terms of your disbursement, so you've not started a business. We started doing 10 million. You are not doing 100 million, we started doing 100 million. You are not doing 200, we started doing, and now we are doing more than half a billion in terms of transaction volume every month. So nobody can tell me I don't have a company now. So because I believe in myself and I'm passionate about what I'm doing, and I'm sure that one day Register is going to be a unicorn company. So my advice to everybody listening to me, believe in yourself, be passionate, and do not listen to naysayers.